Alright, YouTube. Today is day number 1 of squat every day. I'm just warming up with the squat. This is actually a deadlift and a bench press day. Um, I deadlifted on camera after the squat. I got 5. That's a low bar squat for me. Alright, so set the things low so I can squat low. I don't like that little space right there, so I tighten it up. This is 135 pounds, by the way. And also, I'm bringing my squat back. So this is day 1. And anytime I bring a lift back, whether it's the deadlift, the bench, the squat, whatever, I start at a very light weight and I work on reps, I work on form, I work on technique, I work on breathing, I work on everything besides trying to get the best reps, the best amount of reps, or the best amount of weight. All right, so I'm going nowhere near what I can actually do. I'm just going for trying to reinvent myself on the squat, right? So this is 135 pounds. My deadlift is was at almost 600, but I'm not gonna get anywhere near that either today. So and bench press been on the front burner. So basically, I'm doing a priority thing. All right, so y'all seen when I did my priority thing with the deadlift and what happened with that, blew it up. My priority thing with the bench press, pound for pound, I think I'm actually strong, or just as strong or stronger than I've ever been on the bench press, pound for pound. Um, and squat is pretty much been non-existent. So I'm just bringing it back to existence, all right? So I threw another 50 pounds on there. That is 185. That's 10 pounds above my body weight right now, and that's 20. No, that's more than 10 pounds. No, less than 10 pounds above my body weight, and almost 10 pounds above my goal body weight. Right, I weigh like 173 right now, and I'm trying to get down to 165. Not trying, I am getting down to 165. A lot of people think that's small or whatever. But you got to think about it. When you take off every pound of body fat that you have on your body, you're going to weigh a lot less than what you weigh now. Alright, so that's getting shredded. To have your abs and everything popping the way you want it to pop, you have to get shredded. So right there, I kind of did the limbo. I was staggering. So I started over and I did that same exact weight. How you step off after you unrack the bar is very important. I try to take 2 steps and then I don't want to be too close to the rack, so I don't want to hit it. So I want to take 2 steps and then start squatting. I've been taking 3, 4 steps and it makes it awkward, all right? So that's why I'm stopping short of a good amount of reps. No, it's not the weight is heavy, it's that I'm lifting it in a very awkward manner. Like I say, I haven't been squatting. So to be safe and also to work on technique, if I'm not in the right stance, I will start over, all right? So I went to 225. Not heavyweight for me, but I'm kind of getting frustrated because I keep messing up. Right, that's part of it. And right there, I was like, telling y'all that after I get done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and deadlift. All right, so I'm going to end my squat session after this set, and I'm gonna go ahead and start deadlifting. Right, I'm baby. This is what's called baby steps. Right, baby steps. I don't care how good you are to lift. I don't care how long you've been lifting. If you take a break from any lift, I always recommend starting over. And I just gave up. That was a half squat because I gave up halfway through. And I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But ask anybody that you personally know who has been lifting for years, how many times have they started over on a lift? This is something that doesn't get talked about much because people only want to show you their goods. I show you goods, bads, everything, and people would think that I'm complaining. No, I'm explaining so you can learn. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this bar right here. I'm not using the same bar I was using. This is the bar I like to deadlift with in this gym, and I'm also not using gloves. I always tell people I don't pick up where I left off, but equipment wise, I kind of want to pick up where I left off with the deadlift. No gloves, no belt, no talking, just headphones and raw going at it, right? So starting off with 135 pounds, go ahead and put that on there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times too, when you lifting a lot of weight, unracking and racking and unracking your bar, loading and unloading your bar is just as hard as the workout, right? So I'm not going that heavy today though. So you know what I'm saying. Y'all already see me on my channel do mid fives. I just want to work up to like 400 just to feel something. You know what I'm saying. I haven't been deadlifting lately, but I don't want to lose my deadlift. So I need to start back deadlifting again and throwing it back into my program. It is my number one lift, but I am not trying to go as crazy as I can. A lot of people though, you go as heavy as you can every time you lift. You're gonna end up stuck there, or you might get injured, or there's so many different things. And also, there's a difference between training your strength and building your strength. All right. Well, no, a difference between training your strength and building your strength. Same thing, but a difference between building or training your strength and testing your strength. Everybody go in there and do 1 rep maxes all the time, you will see that they are stuck at the same amount of weight all the time. So I'm also unracking the just knocking out 2 birds with 1 stone, unracking my unloading my squat and loading those same plates I was using onto the deadlift. Alright. Just knocking out 2 birds with 1 stone. So this is 225. Same weight that I just bailed out on the squat. Easy weight. Easier weight for the deadlift for me. Alright. Some people can squat more than they can deadlift. I've always, even at my best squat, I've always been able to deadlift way more than I can squat. A lot of people are give or take, you know what I'm saying? Most people can deadlift more than they can squat. Besides the people who don't really deadlift, right? But yeah, man. So 225 on a bar. Got my tripod slash Powerade bottle. And I went on and lifted it. Easy weight, warm up. A warm up for me is anything under your goal weight that you're doing your top sets on, but also anything that's just easy as pie. So usually I would say 315, 365, 405, depending on how often I'm deadlifting at the time. Those are all warm-up weights for me, alright? So I don't go smaller plate. Now I do 45, 45, 45, 45. You got to remember it's on both sides. So that's 90, 90, 90. Alright, and 90. When I get to 405, I usually decide on how much more I want to put each time. I've done 405 straight to 495 plenty of times. It had no problem. But like I said, I'm not even doing 495 today. Today was, I just wanted to feel something. All right, 405 didn't matter if I got it or not, or did it or not. I wasn't going to failure. This is basically me reintroducing deadlift and squat. You know, and I'm probably planning on squatting every day. And when I say squatting every day, I don't mean going crazy and, hey, why you shouldn't do that? That's dangerous. Blah, 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 blah. This is 405 right here. There's plenty of people who squat every day and got great results. Most people who have a great squat had at least 1 squat every day session for a good amount of time. I've done it for maybe 8 months in the past. No, I don't know, a whole bunch of months. And I decided, you know what, I ain't even going to do this 405. I'm going to go ahead and bench. But like I say, I'm going to post this anyways. I didn't get the workout that I wanted. But I'm the type of person, if I record it, especially if I voice over it, edit it, which I barely do any real editing. But yeah, this light right here, I thought I had to unplug it so I could charge my thing. But it was okay to just charge my thing. You feel me? So I'm going to go ahead and listen to my headphones, listen to some music while I bench press. I decided I'm not going to do my bench press on camera. I am going to leave my last, because I'm going to basically do the same thing I did on my last bench press session. I'm going to leave that whole video, the last 2 videos that pop up. But I also noticed this thing right here, man. So watch that video. But also notice there's a lot of room. They done moved this bench back. It used to be like right here, and you would be, it was touching basically. and people that spotting you, they got their butt all over your head and everybody bumping into each other. You need space when you lift, all right? Especially if you're lifting heavy, you need space, you need focus. If you're the type of person that talk and y'all both mutual, that's cool, but